Dear students, now let us see last topic of chapter 8. For that, first of all, let us take some examples. Sometimes you have heard that 8% पे लोन मिल रही है, या फिर आपने ऐसा भी सुना होगा कि आपके पेरेंट्स कभी सेविंग के लिए पैसे रखते हैं, तो सेविंग के लिए पैसे रखते हैं तब ये चर्चा करते हैं कि उससे उनको इंटरेस्ट 10% इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा, 8% इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा, ऐसा कुछ आपने कभी सुना ही होगा। तो ये जो इंटरेस्ट है वो क्या होता है? इंटरेस्ट मतलब कि जो एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट आपको मिल सकती है। अगर सेविंग का अकाउंट है तो उसमें से आपको मिलेंगे पैसे, इतने % इंटरेस्ट आपको मिलेगा। पर अगर आपने लोन ली है तो आपको उसमें जमा करवाना पड़ेगा। तो इंटरेस्ट कैसे काउंट होता है, कैसे इंटरेस्ट काउंट होता है और कितने प्रकार का इंटरेस्ट होता है? तो 2 प्रकार का इंटरेस्ट हो सकता है, सिंपल इंटरेस्ट और कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट। सबसे पहले हम यहाँ पे यही स्टडी करने वाले हैं। सिंपल इंटरेस्ट के बारे में ऑलरेडी आप लोगों ने थोड़ा पढ़ा है, तो यहाँ पे सिंपल इंटरेस्ट और कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट समझ के उसकी कंपैरिजन हम करने वाले हैं। सिंपल सा एक उदाहरण देना चाहूंगी आपको। सपोज मेरे पास 1000 रुपीज है और मैं 1 साल के लिए 1000 रुपीज जो है वो सिंपल इंटरेस्ट के तौर पे रखती हूँ। तो सिंपल इंटरेस्ट के तौर पे रखती हूँ और वो 10% इंटरेस्ट मुझे मिलेगा। तो एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर मुझे 1000 के ऊपर 10% मतलब 100 रुपीज मिलेंगे। दूसरे साल के लिए भी वही मैं अमाउंट जो है 1000 रुपीज है वो रख रही हूँ, या तो फिर मैं 2 साल के लिए रख रही हूँ। तो पहले साल में मुझे 100 रुपीज सिंपल इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा, दूसरे साल में भी 10% मतलब 100 रुपीज इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा। तो एट द एंड ऑफ 2 इयर्स मुझे 1200 रुपीज मिलेंगे। तो कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट क्या है? कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट में सबसे पहले अगर 10% कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट, यही अमाउंट 1000 रुपीज अगर 2 साल के लिए मैं कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट के लिए रखती हूँ, तो पहले साल में 1000 का 10% 100 रुपीज मुझे मिल जाएगा वो इंटरेस्ट के फॉर्म में। तो वो इंटरेस्ट जो है वो वही अमाउंट, जैसे कि 1000 रुपीज मैंने रखे थे, वही 1000 रुपीज में वही 100 रुपीज ऐड हो जाएंगे। 1100 रुपीज जो होगा वो दूसरे साल के लिए वो प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट बन जाएगा और फिर उसके ऊपर मुझे इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा। कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट जो है वो उसके ऊपर मतलब कि हर साल का जो इंटरेस्ट है वो प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट जो मैंने पहले इनिशियल रखी है उसमें ऐड होता जाएगा और उसके ऊपर दूसरे साल का इंटरेस्ट गिना जाएगा। मतलब कि पहले साल का मुझे इंटरेस्ट मिला 100 रुपीज, तो 100 प्लस 1000 प्लस 1100 रुपीज जो है उसके ऊपर फिर से 10% गिना जाएगा और उसका 10% मतलब 110 रुपीज। दैट मीन्स दूसरे साल के एंड में 2 साल जब कंप्लीट होंगे तब मुझे 1210 रुपीज मिलेंगे, क्योंकि पहले साल का इंटरेस्ट 100 रुपीज और दूसरे साल का 1000 के अंदर ऐड करके उसका इंटरेस्ट 110 रुपीज। 100 प्लस 110 दैट इज 210 और एंड में वही मेरे जो मेन अमाउंट मेरा जो है प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट जो है 1000 में ऐड होके 1210 रुपीज मिलेंगे। तो आप यहाँ पे यही एग्जाम्पल से समझ पा रहे हो कि सिंपल इंटरेस्ट जब मैंने रखा 2 साल के लिए, सिंपल इंटरेस्ट पे पैसे रखे 1000 रुपीज, तो एट द एंड ऑफ 2 ईयर मुझे 1200 रुपीज मिले। जबकि अगर मैंने कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट पे रखा है तो मुझे वही अमाउंट का 1210 रुपीज मिल रहे हैं। तो इसी तरह ये सिंपल इंटरेस्ट और कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट का कंपैरिजन हमें यहाँ पे करना है। कंपैरिजन के लिए हमें सबसे पहले फॉर्मूला समझने पड़ेंगे कि कौन से सिंपल इंटरेस्ट के लिए हम ये फॉर्मूला ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हैं। एस आई मतलब सिंपल इंटरेस्ट इज इक्वल टू PRT upon 100. What P? P is principal amount, R is rate of interest, T is time. Time means duration. Whatever duration, for what duration you are putting the amount. Yeah, like 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, etc. A means amount. At the end जब हमें वो प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट और उसमें सिंपल इंटरेस्ट ऐड करके जो अमाउंट में मिल रहा है उसे हम बोलेंगे अमाउंट ए. सो ए, how we can find out A? A is equal to P plus I. That is SI, simple interest. Here formula to find the compound interest. Here we can find directly the amount, the last amount we can find with the help of this formula. Amount is equal to P. P means principal amount into bracket 1 plus R upon 100. R is rate of interest raised to n. And what n is? N is period in years. So here maybe it may be that some people are taking this amount for 6 months, 6 months also. But here we need to write n, and that is period in years. So CI is compound interest. यहाँ पे हमें वो जो लास्ट अमाउंट है वो पहले हम कैलकुलेट कर पाएंगे, उसके बाद हमें कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट फाइंड करना पड़ेगा. कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट इज इक्वल टू A माइनस P. A is amount and P is principal amount. If the interest is compounded every 6 months, the formula for compound interest is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 200 raised to n into 2. N is period in years. So this way ये फॉर्मूला जो है सारे आप लिख लो अच्छे से. हम अब एक्सरसाइज 8.3 में इसका यूज करते हैं. So let us see question number 1 of exercise 8.3. In this, calculate A and CA. A means amount and CA compound interest on. They have given A, B and C question. I am doing here only C question. You will try yourself A and B question with the help of formula. Only you have to calculate. So calculate that. Here in C question, this one is principal amount. So P is equal to rupees 62,500. Then R is equal to 8%. T is equal to, or here we will write N. N is equal to 1 and 1/2 year. So if we calculate 2 1s are 2 plus 3, 3 by 2 year. Then annual amount is compounded half yearly. Here half yearly is there, so you need to use that formula. A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R divided by 200. You may write here 100 into 2 also, raised to n multiplied with 2. Now let us put the values in this. P is 62,500 into bracket 1 plus R is 8 divided by 200 whole raised to n is 3 by 2 into 2. So here you can see that 2 we may cancel it. Then here 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. So 4s are, we will not multiply, we will not cancel further. You can see that 100 is divisible by 2 again, but and 4 again, but we will not multiply here, because if we multiply then our calculation will be complicated. But if we keep it as it is, then it is easy to us. You can see here into Now we'll write that 1 plus 4 divided by 100 whole raised to 3. Now 100 plus 4 is 104 divided by 100. So here we can write this way, into 104 divided by 100 into 104 divided by 100 into 104 divided by 100. Let us calculate. First of all, we cut these zeros. Then you can see that 25 is 625 and 25 4s are 100. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 6 are 24. Then 25 1s are 25, 25 4s are 100. 4 1s are 4, 4 26 are 104. So now 26 into 26 into 104, and if you calculate it, then you will get the answer 70,304. This is your amount. Now need compound interest also. So CI is equal to A minus P. A is 70,304 minus principal amount is 62,500. Subtract it, 4 0, then 30 minus 5 8, then 9 minus 2 7, and 6 will be right. So 7,804 is its compound interest. Now question number 2. Kamla borrowed rupees 26,400 from a bank to buy a scooter at a rate of 15% PA compounded yearly. What amount will she pay at the end of 2 years and 4 months to clear the loan? Here, remember this, 2 years and 4 months is given. That means first, and this interest is compounded yearly. So first, what we will do? We will do that. We will find out amount for first 2 years, and then we will calculate for 4 months. But we need to convert 4 months into year. To convert it, we will divide it with 12, as 12 months in a year is there. So here P is rupees 26,400. R is 15%. T time is 2 years. First we are getting 2 years. So N is equal to 2. Let us find out with the help of this formula. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to N. Therefore A is equal to P is 26,400 into bracket 1 plus R is 15 divided by 100 whole raised to 2. So 26,400 into 100 plus 15, 115 divided by 100 multiplied by 115 divided by 100. S square is there. We multiply twice. Let us cut 0 and zeros. 4 6 are 24, 4 6 are 24, and 25 4s are 100. 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 30, 5 1s are 5, and 5 23s are. So if we multiply 66 into 23 into 23, then we will get amount of 34,914 rupees. So this amount is after 2 years. after 2 years for 4 months interest, we will use simple interest formula. Simple interest formula when P is, here P we will take this, else it is compound interest. So with interest, the amount we will take for principal amount. So 34,914 rupees. R is 15% only, and T is 4 months, that is 4 by 12 year. As you know, we always write this in years only. SI means simple interest is equal to PRT upon 100. Let us calculate it. 34,914 multiply with 15 multiply with 4 divided by 100 into 12. As 4 by 12, 12 I write here. 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12. 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15. If you multiply this 5 with this, then you will get 17,4,570 divided by 100. So you can see that simple interest is 1,745.70 rupees. So final amount is equal to P plus SI, and P is here rupees 34,914 plus 1,745.70. So if we add them, then 70.5 plus 4 9, 4 plus 1 5, 7 plus 9 16, and 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6. So you can see that 36,659.70 rupees she will pay after this 2 years and 4 months. So this is your answer. Now let us see question number 3. Pepina borrows rupees 12,500 at 12% per annum for 3 years at simple interest, and Radha borrows the same amount 12,500 for the same time, means for 3 years, but period at 10% per annum compounded annual. Who pays more interest and by how much? So we will calculate separately. First we will calculate for Pepina, and we will calculate simple interest for Pepina, and then we will calculate compound interest for Radha. So here for Pepina, here P principal amount is rupees 12,500. R rate of interest is 12%. T time is 3 years. So SI means simple interest is equal to PRT by 100. So let us take these values. 12,500 multiply with 12 multiply with 3 divided by 100. You can cancel these zeros. Now calculate this. If you calculate this and multiply this, then you will get 4,500 rupees. This already I have calculated. Now let us highlight this amount of simple interest. Now for Radha, here we are not able to calculate compound interest directly, but we can calculate amount, final amount with the help of that equation. A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to n. So let us take that, but for that P is equal to, here again Radha have same amount, so 12,500. R is here, rate of interest is 10%, so is equal to 10, and times or n is equal to 3 years. So let us take that equation. A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to n is equal to, P is 12,500 multiply with 1 plus R is 10 divided by 100 whole raised to 3. Here you can do that, you can cancel zeros, but I am not going to cancel the zeros. I will simplify it. Then I will get 12,500 into 100 ones are 100 into 10, that is 110 divided by 100, and its cube. So I will multiply this same fraction 3 times. Now let us calculate. If I cut these zeros, this 0 with this 0 and this with this 0, so I try to cut all the zeros. Now what I am getting, let me write here, 125 multiply with 11 multiply with 11 multiply with 11 divided by 10. But if I multiply this, then I am getting this amount 16,607 and 5. Already I have calculated divided by 10. But always you know that money, in money, 0.5, if we put 0.5, then it will become 50 paise. So I will write this with rupees 16,637.50 rupees. So this is the amount that with compound interest she has to pay at the last. So what she has to pay? She has to pay 12,500 plus 4,500 rupees, and she Radha will pay this amount. But compound interest, how much interest is more, that we have to calculate. Therefore that A minus P. A is 16,637.50 paise minus rupees 12,500. So if I subtract them, then I am getting 4,137.50 rupees. So here you can see the difference, simple interest and compound interest. So when we subtract them, simple interest minus compound interest, 4,500 minus rupees 4,137.50. So let us subtract them. 50 paise will be as it is. 9 minus 7, that is 2. 9 minus 3, that is 6. And then 4 minus 1, that is 3, and 4 minus 4, 4. So rupees 362.50 paise. Pavina has to pay more than Radha. This is your answer. Now we will see direct question number 9. Remaining questions you will try yourself. They are same as in that. In all questions we have to compare simple interest and compound interest. Here in question number 9, find the amount which Ram will get on rupees 4 4,096 if he gave it for 18 months. Here, note down this 18 months at rate of 12.5% per annum interest being compounded half yearly. So whenever you read the question, remember these things to observe that it is compounded yearly or half yearly. Then main thing is time for 18 months. So as we discussed, we will convert it into years, and as it is half yearly compounded, that means 18 divided by 6, after 6 months the compound interest will add it. So 18 divided by 6, that means 6 3s are 18, 3 times the compound interest is going added for 3 times. So n is equal to 3. So let us see. Here P is rupees 4,096. Then R is equal to 12.5%, that is 25 by 2%. Then T, time or N is equal to 18, and 18 that is 1.5 year. If we divide it with 12, then 1.5 year, and for that 3 times the compound interest is going to add it. So let us calculate. A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R divided by 200 raised to n into 1/2. N into 2. Remember this equation? This equation is for half yearly compounded interest. So A is equal to P is 4,096 into bracket 1 plus R is 25 by 2. So 2 into 200 and whole ratio. N is 18 by 12, and that we already see that 3 times into 2. Into 2, if we do into 2, then 3 here for 3 years, 1.5 year, 3 by 2. And here if I write 3 by 2 into 2, then 2 will be cancelled. So 496 into bracket 1 plus 25 by 400 whole raised to 3. Let us write down this way. 96 into 400 ones are 425 divided by 400 into 425 divided by 400 into 425 divided by 400. So this way, then you need to calculate. If you want to calculate, if you want to cancel here, then also you can cancel 25 ones are 25, and then, but if we calculate this way, then also it is okay. If I calculate, then I will get rupees 4,913. So this amount is the amount that we need, which now will get on this principal amount. Now question number 10. The population of a place increased to 54,000 in 2003 at a rate of 5% per annum. Now here first question is like this: find the population in 2001. Here you can see that it is given, the population is given for 2003, and 2 years back principal amount. This amount is final amount with the 5% annual in 2 years. So we can understand here that P we need P. P we don't know. Principal amount we don't know. That in 2001 what was the population. So P we have to find out. A we can take as 54,000. Then 2003, that is gap of 2 years. So N is equal to 2 years and R is equal to 5% as it is given. So let us calculate. A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to N is equal to 54,000 is equal to P is P and plus R is 5 divided by 100 whole raised to 2. So if we go through this, then 54,000 is equal to P into bracket 100 1 100 into 5 that plus 5, that is 105 divided by 100. So 105 divided by 100 whole raised to 2. If we want to take this side, then we need to write this way. P is equal to 54,000 multiplied with 100 divided by 105 into 100 divided by 105. So we take the reciprocal of this and then we write this way. If we calculate it, you can try yourself, you can calculate yourself. I have already calculated here 48,980. So 48,980 was the population in 2001. So this is the population for 2001. So this one is for first question. Now second question is like that. What would be its population in 2005? So this after 2 years and same rate. So here P is 54,000. Now the population of 2003 will become the principal amount. Then R rate is same 5% and N is 2 again because it is of 2003 and we are going to find out population of 2005. So 2 years gap. A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to N. Therefore, A is equal to principal amount is 54,000 into bracket 1 plus R is 5 divided by 100 whole raised to 2 is equal to 54,000 into 105 divided by 100 multiplied with 105 divided by 100. If we calculate it carefully, then we will get 59,535. So the population in 2005 will be 59,535. Now question number 12. A scooter was bought for at rupees 42,000. Its value depreciated. Depreciated means घटती है. जब वैल्यू घटती है तो उसे बोलेंगे depreciated at the rate of 8% per annum. Find its value after 1 year. So here 1 year is that P is 42,000. Then R is minus 8%. Why? Because it is depreciated. डिप्रिशिएटेड घट रही है, वो रेट से घट रही है वैल्यू, तो इसलिए हम यहाँ पे जो रेट है वो माइनस करेंगे. एंड इज इक्वल टू 1 year. And so calculate A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to n. Let us put the value. A is equal to P is 42,000 multiply 1 minus 8 divided by 100. As you know that this rate is in negative, so n raised to 1 is equal to 42,000 into, now 100 ones are 100 minus 8, so 92 divided by 100. Let us cancel these zeros. Then 420 into 92. If we multiply it, then we will get 38,640 rupees. So you can see this, that this value decreases by its original value. So this is the value of scooter after 1 year.